We're live.
Dr. T, we are good to get the meeting going.
Okay, so let's call the meeting to order. The internal auditor, can you go ahead and, with the first item on the agenda?
Good to hear.
I'm sorry, Chair. We need to have a roll call to confirm that we have a quorum.
Okay.
Usually Ms. Vaughn would be the person who could do that for you.
All right. Dr. T,
Yes, I'm here.
we have Ms. Foster.
Present.
Ms. Johnson,
Present.
Dr. Collins Adams,
Present.
Ms. Ginge, no. Dr. Hubbard,
Present.
and I do not want to mess your last name up. Is it Boji?
It is. Very good. Yes, I'm
All
here.
right.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a quorum.
Thank you so much. We'll need to approve the minutes of the last meeting. So I believe members have seen the minutes already, right?
Yes.
Okay. So can we have a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting?
I move to approve the minutes for the August 4th, 2025 meeting,
Okay.
closed session meeting.
The August 4th, 2025 meeting.
I'll second.
So motion made, seconded. Any objection? Okay, the motion carried.
I move to approve the minutes for the August 4th,
Okay.
2025 open session meeting.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we need to have a vote taken for each motion.
Okay. So I vote yes.
Yes. Abstain.
Ms. Vaughn, yes.
Motion approved.
Okay, thank you. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the annual internal audit plan. We've looked at this audit plan the last time, in August meeting, and I think we made some slight adjustments, and I think it should be ready for approval now.
I'm sorry, didn't we have a separate, the open session minutes to approve? Because wasn't that the closed session minutes that you guys approved just now?
I think it's open session that we approved. That's what I think.
We approved the closed session. We need to approve the open session.
Okay.
A motion has been announced and made and second.
So the first approval was for the closed session, right? Okay. So who moved the motion to adopt the minutes of the open session?
I did.
Okay. And who seconded it?
I think it was interrupted. Can somebody second it?
I'll second.
Okay. So any objection? Okay, let's do a vote then. I said yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Abstain.
Yes.
Okay. So
Motion approved.
thank you. So let's look at the annual internal audit plan. We've talked about this in August meeting, and we agreed to defer to this meeting to approve it. What changes did the internal auditor make between August and now? Just to refresh our memory.
Well, I will speak to that. This is Dr. Katrina Hubbard. I actually updated the audit plan to reflect concentration more on the findings from the state auditor. The state of Missouri is in the process of conducting an audit of SLPS, and the first half of their audit has been completed, and we received an audit report with observations. And so and I can pull this up, I have it open if you want me to show it, but I can just keep explaining as well. The fall focus will be HR focused, personnel records management, compensation administration, incentive pay, as well as background checks and record keeping related to such. So that will be the 4 items that are reviewed in this fall set of months. And I've already really started on compensation as a follow through or carry over from the spring of this year. So that's why that one will be a little easier to accomplish than the other items that I just mentioned.
Okay. So based on that inclusion, I think we should go ahead and approve the internal audit plan for now, because as we go on, we might need to tweak it again. It's not a permanent document, so let's know that. But when we need to make an amendment for improvement, we'll come back here and do it again. So for now, let's go ahead and
let me go ahead and just for the record state what I have proposed for the spring. The spring will be a finance focus, budgeting and financial planning, payroll administration, policies and procedures, procurement, document and expense management, or no, I'm sorry, not document, disbursement and expense management, capital asset management, and the alignment of the policies and procedures to each other. So that's what's proposed for this year.
Okay. Okay. So that sounds good. Let's have motion to approve the internal audit plan.
I move that we approve the annual internal audit plan as recommended by Dr. Katrina Hubbard.
I'll second.
Any objections? Okay, let's vote for the
I don't have an
approval.
objection, but I do have a question.
Okay.
Is that the main thing right now is our finance being extremely there's a heightened focus on our finance and making sure that we get to a balanced budget. And so I'm just wondering why finance isn't at the top and then HR comes right after that.
I think I can answer that, Dr. Borashade, if I could.
Okay.
We are in the middle of doing both the Rubin and Brown audit, and we're in the middle of doing the state audit, which we have a corrective action plan for both. I requested that in order for Dr. Hubbard review to be more efficient, because we just got the results from the state audit, and to be able to look at the finance section in the spring. That gives us plenty of time to incorporate and implement the financial recommendations, both internal and external, and it gives a good period of time for her to actually do performance testing.
Yes, I think those reasons are valid, because you don't want to overwhelm your finance department. You know, if they have Rubin Brown looking at them, they have state auditors looking at them. We don't want our internal auditors in the space at the same time to overwhelm them. So that would be a reason to not to make it a priority for the internal auditor for now.
I'm not sure that I agree.
Oh, I have a,
okay.
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
definitely not sure that I agree. But
Ms. McLaughlin, and then hopefully, Dr. T, then I'll be able to speak. Yeah.
I somewhat disagree. I think there are areas of finance that they have implemented, like credit card usage. I think that could be an area that the state auditor obviously has found significant concerns with that could be looked at this fall and actually show improvement from the last audit that Dr. Hubbard had done. So I don't necessarily agree that all of finance should be pushed to the spring. I think there are smaller audits that could be done to help demonstrate our improvement in certain areas, which would not distract the finance group from its current audit requirements.
Okay.
But Ms. Johnson,
I
you
noticed
can
that,
certainly jump
Doctor.
in.
Okay.
As well as our monthly reconciliations that must be taking place. They must be taking place.
Okay.
As well as our procurement process that has to take place.
Okay.
And so we would need feedback on that now versus spring.
Okay.
Keep in
I
mind though,
noticed that Dr. Hubbard is raising up her hand, but I would like you to just wait a minute for me. We're saying the same thing in different ways. What you're talking about essentially is a follow-up. So what Dr. Hubbard is saying is that I'm not going to do a full audit, but there's always room to do a follow-up. So what the legal counsel was talking about and the superintendent is that they need to know what is going on there now, having just come out from the state auditor. So what have they implemented? How are we improving? That's what I hear from them. But what the internal auditor is saying is that I will not do a full audit there because we just have, activities going on there. But that doesn't stop her from doing a follow-up review. Is that what you have in mind, Dr. Hubbard?
well, I was going to say that we haven't even gotten the board yet to approve the procurement audit and the credit card audit that I just completed. They've been sitting, waiting to get through the audit committee so that they can be presented to the board for approval. And so that addresses two of the finance through April 30th. Let me say that, because what I did in the spring only went through April 30th. And here's my fear. If I focus on finance, because they're so busy, I'll be waiting for documentation that I need in order to complete the review. It would be a much more streamlined process to reflect that, yes, I have been reviewing credit card activity. Yes, I've been looking at procurement activity. We have those reports that hopefully will get to the board this month. And then when they have more time to actually provide me information, because they don't have two external auditors in their space, then that will make it easier for me to obtain information. Thank you, Mrs. Johnson, for speaking up as well.
Dr. T, I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
Of the audit reports that are actually completed and the board is waiting for, that would be the credit card report and which one?
Procurement.
And procurement. And those are prepared to come to the board?
Dr. Hubbard?
The audit committee tonight needs to vote to recommend them to the board. And then once that happens at the work session in September, I can present them to, well, actually, I think it's during closed session. I would need to come to closed session in September to present them to the board.
Okay.
So yes, we just need the recommendation from the audit committee to present them.
So thank you so much. Let me make this clear. I noticed that, Dr. Borished is interested in making sure that that aspect that's very critical is looked at. I appreciate that. However, we have to think about how the system can work with, without too much, kind of gridlock. If we have 3 auditors in a space, that would be gridlock. However, we can do follow-up. We can do follow-up for what the state auditors have done. And if the Ruby Brown right now, if they're doing their work, there's not much the internal auditor can do for them, except if they ask for your help. So being in that space will not be helping them because you guys will be, stepping on each other, So yeah, once they leave, if you need to do a detailed audit of that area, you can go for it. And I guess that's why you said it will be better in spring, where you know that they've left the space. So, but I agree with Dr. Borishe that we need to do a follow-up to look at what the state auditors talk about and see what improvement they've implemented. So I agree with that. And that's why I say we're saying the same thing in different ways. So we can reach a compromise on that and move forward. So let's look at the internal audit plan and see if we can approve it tonight. And like I said, let's bear this in mind. If we need to tweak it, we'll go ahead and tweak it. It's good that everybody is getting active on this discussion. That's the way it should be. So without, if there's no other suggestions, I encourage us to approve the internal audit plan so that the internal auditor can be able to start working on, what the audit committee and the board eventually agree on. So let's have a motion to approve the internal audit plan, please.
The motion was made and it was second, so
Okay.
we are ready for the vote.
Okay. So I vote yes.
I vote yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So
Did
that
Ms.
completes the vote,
did-
right?
No, did Ms. Johnson vote?
I wasn't sure if I had a vote, but yes.
Okay. And Dr. Hubbard,
Yes, definitely.
motion approved.
Okay. So you have your internal audit plan now. You have your working document.
I'm sorry, Dr. Hubbard can't vote for her own plan, so
Right. So
you would
she
have
would
to.
have to abstain.
I'm actually just voting, I was just mentioning to recommend it to the board because this still has to go to the board at the work session as well.
Yeah. And also that's a very good observation. Right now we have 4 members in the audit committee, right?
Yes, that is
those-
a good point of clarification. I believe Dr. T,
Yes, ma'am.
you're a member, I'm a member, and I
Mhm.
believe the 2 board members, Dr. Collins Adams and Ms. Foster, are the voting members of the board. Can
Yes.
someone please clarify if the district staff are also voting members of this board?
No, only those 4 people should be voting now.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So our next item is to discuss about having another member of the community on this committee so that the external members will be 3 to 2. That's the proper way to do it. So is there any chance that we can have somebody recommended to join us?
Yeah,
So-
Dr. T, we addressed that particular issue in our governance committee and led by Board Member Hubbard, and we do have a vacancy on this audit committee, and we are recruiting to be able to get someone that has a financial background from the community to be able to join our audit committee. Once we get a few resumes in, to be able to look at them, as the voting members will look at those individuals and then determine which one we would select. We only need one other community member on the team, and that would give us 3 community members to vote and 2 board members.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. So the next item is the state auditor's report. On the state auditor's report, I look at the report, and being an auditor myself, I kind of.
Wait, I'm sorry, is that a closed session? Are you talking about the audit itself?
Is that a closed section?
That would be in closed session, so
Okay.
let's have any open sessions
Okay, so
completed, and then we'll move into closed session.
okay. So let us in future let us indicate on our agenda which ones are open sessions, which ones are closed sessions, please.
In the
So-
future, we will, yeah.
Mhm. So that ends our open session.
Okay, I like to move to make a motion to adjourn open session and move directly into closed session.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Second,
I vote yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
For clarification, could you please state who is a part of the closed session?